I will use this video, right, to show you how to do exploded drawing using Inkscape. Right, I'm going to use this thing as an example. Same thing, right? This box now here, right, right. If you have seen my previous videos, you will know that how to draw this, right? You know how to draw this now. So now I'm going to do the bottom piece. So I'm going to do roughly this. Right, use this thing as the bottom. Right, if let's say this is acrylic, right, you will draw one piece, right, something like that. Right, you will draw one piece, something like that. Now it doesn't listen to me, so I'm going to click. Right, I'm going to click on this, right, click on this icon down here, so that it can listen to me, right. Then now I can position where I want. All right. Okay, so this is the bottom piece. Now the bottom piece, I'm going to move it, right? I'm going to move it slightly over here because it's exploded drawing, right? It's exploded drawing, so I'm going to move it down here, right? Tear it out. Down here will do. Now if it is acrylic, it is okay, right? Just leave it like that. But then if let's say this piece is actually your wood, right? Then what do you do with wood? Then you will okay, same thing using Bezier curve, right? Bezier curve. All right, that's the only tool I'm using. All right, Bezier curve down here. Right, I'm going to draw it. If let's say this thing is wood, right, then you will add the thickness vertical. Make sure it's vertical. Right, come over here roughly, right? Make it vertical, right? Click, and then come back here, right? And then down here, huh? Make it vertical as well. I'm going to do a fast one, right? So you do a more accurate one. All right, so now I have the bottom piece. Now what I can do is I can do a group, right? You like select everything that I've drawn, right click, and then I select group, right? So this piece can move, right? I'm going to move it slightly down here, something like that. All right, I'm going to move, right? I'm going to shift this piece, right, to the bottom, right? Shift this piece to the bottom now, right? So it's exploded drawing, so I'm going to move this thing a little bit further over, right? Move it down here. Now I'm going to do a shift minus, right? Shift minus. You watch my video, you'll see what shift minus is, right? Basically zoom out, right? Zoom out. I'm gonna move this thing a little bit here. Then I can copy this, right? I do a duplicate, Control D. Use Control D to duplicate. After I do a Control D, right? After I do a Control D, I am going to shift this, right? Shift this somewhere down here. That's it. All right. Then what you need to do is you draw two screws down here, right? If let's say this then you draw two screws down here. Now drawing screws not too difficult if you watch. Draw one, show you right. Now the screw has to be in this, right? Have to be in this orientation. So this orientation I will draw. Sorry, kick here. Let's start again. Give me 1 minute. Give me 1 minute. Okay. The screw have to be in this orientation, right? So I will roughly draw like that. Okay. Okay, I'll do this. Now, then I will draw a ellipse. Okay, draw a ellipse. No need to be so thick, so no need to be so thick, something like that. All right, move it over. All right, twist it a little bit. Twist it a little bit. All right, all right, a little bit too big here. Also I make it smaller. Twist it a little bit, right? Then you can click here, one, right, then curve this thing a little bit, right. So for this curve this thing a little bit, then you do a duplicate, right, duplicate a few, right, you shift down, then it will give you the effect, it looks like a screw, right. One more. Right, you go and tidy up this thing, right, put a cross down here, so that it looks like a screw, right. Then you can duplicate this one, right, duplicate this, because you will need another one down here, right, so roughly down here. Now draw two holes down here. I'm going to draw for you, right. Draw two holes is simple, right, so you roughly have the decimal. Now so I'm going to put one piece, right, the back piece, right, the back piece. Now the back piece, now I will draw a simple one. The back piece roughly here. If I were to project it outside, right, project outside, it will be here, right, the back piece. Now this one, right, somewhere down here, at the back. All right, so if this were to be, right, so if this is okay, I will draw it so that it's vertical. Right, draw it so that it's vertical. Now this, if this piece is acrylic, then what you need to do is same thing, right, represent the thickness, right, you can represent the thickness is just here only, right. But if it's wood, then you represent the thickness this way, right, like something like the base, right, the base like that, right. Acrylic, just darken the line, right, make it much thicker. Now see, there I have, all right, to now then I have three pieces. Now draw the two screws. The two screws must be in this orientation, right, your screw must be in this orientation. Just draw the screw, right, in this orientation, right, one screw and another screw, draw two holes down here, all right. Then draw the top, not too difficult to draw. Down here. Now your top must be from here, right? From here, this piece go up. So if I were to use a guide, right, somewhere down here, the top will be going up, right? So the top should start somewhere down here, right? End where? Should end somewhere down here, right? Should end somewhere down here, right? Same thing, I project a line down here. From here, I project a line go up, right? The intersection later, you should end somewhere down here, right? I project a line as well, right? So when I start drawing from here. Now must be parallel, it must be parallel to this line, right? The top parallel to this line, right? Parallel to this line and touch, it cannot touch this line. Oh sorry, wrong, it cannot touch, sorry, I make a mistake, right? So this is not correct. My line of projection shouldn't be here, it shouldn't be here, right? My line of projection should be this corner down here, right? Because this place, right, this place, right, from here, right, it should start here. Now if I were to bring this up, this piece, I bring it to the top first. Now see the base or not, right? See the base, because later on your back piece is going to connect to here, so your top piece must also connect to this thing, right, this corner. So let me draw something here, right? Okay, so this is the top. So I start from, if I were to start somewhere, now it must I must start somewhere along this line, right? Must start somewhere along this line, end somewhere along this line, and then it must be parallel to this, right? So I'm going to start down here, right, and down here, oops, sorry, down here, then this length, right, this length down here should be roughly the same as this length lah. Alright, same as this length. So I'm going to come here. Now this line down here that I'm drawing down right now, right, this line down here must be parallel to this line. Alright, must be parallel to this line. So somewhere like that. And then now this line, these two of course they must be parallel lah. They must be parallel. So then you have the top, right? This is a piece of acrylic. If it's a piece of acrylic, then what you do is you do you represent the thickness again. Alright, then you go to fill and stroke, the stroke style here, right? Increase the thickness, right, something like that. Okay, right. So once you're done with this, now this line I no longer need. I don't need this anymore. I take away. I don't need this. I take away. Now this thing is supposed to be at the bottom, right? Not visible, not visible. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it to the bottom. All right, bring it on. Now this piece, my side, all right, I'm going to bring it. Okay, this piece also I will bring it to the bottom because remember this one. This piece down here not really not supposed to be visible lah. So I'm going to bring it. Okay, see, I'm going to bring this to the bottom as well. All right, so then you are almost done. Left with the curves, right? Left with the curve side. Right, you go and figure out how. So that's how you can do your exploded drawing. All right. Exploded drawing, there is no need now. Please do not color. Right, there's no need for you to color. Okay. Give it a try. Let me know if you have any problem.